Hello folks, it is still the weekend. Let's go to CSSBattle.dev, do the daily target, see what it is. Ooh, that is so interesting. That is an interesting set of shapes. All right, what do we got here? That's really interesting. All right, if we were going to do this with all backgrounds, all gradients, we would start with what? We would start with, I just want to go conic gradient, I guess. Conic from 90 degrees, from minus 90 degrees. What are you doing, Joe? What are you doing? Yeah, it's weird. The solution that's come to my head is really a weird one, and that's how it's going to be. So 71%, and then that's going to be a comma, transparent, and we can't see anything. Why? Because that white color is very, very bright. Okay, so this is what I've made. It's like at, where is it? It's here. It's 180 over, 180 pixels over, and like 40 pixels down, and it's got a width of 180 so it's 120 pixels wide and probably 150 pixels tall, and a no repeat. Boom. That's kind of what I'm getting at. All right, we need to move it down. Great. It is not as tall as I thought. 4, 3. And then that app needs to be a little bit different. A little bit different. Okay. A little bit different, a little bit different, a little bit different. Okay, so the 50, that's too far. 40, and then down. 6, 7, 8. That's nice and goofy. I like that. It's goofy, and I don't care. All right, next. It's going to be very similar. I'm just going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to replace this color with this. Plonk, but that's below it. Plonk, and we don't see anything. Why? Probably because we need that. Oh, and then this color actually should be this. And then that location of that should be over. There it is. Great. And then the from for that, we don't need a from because we're going to flop the colors and make that 25 and not 75. And then the at is going to change. So now let's move this. We need to move it over more. 90, 100. And then we need to move it down. How about 145? How about 135 and 25? Great. We need to move the at, the center of it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have those 2 diamonds, or 2 polygons, let's say. Actually, they're what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're hexagons. They're just hexagons like you haven't seen before. All right. Okay. So I remove that, and you see what's left there. I kind of think the rest of it is, well, I need a linear gradient. Yeah. And that also is going to have some constraints on it. It's going to be 50%, 50%, I think, and it's going to have a height of, or it's going to have a width of 40 Well, yeah, that's 40 pixels. It probably doesn't matter. Actually, 50% width and a height of 50 pixels and no repeat. And I'm choosing those values very cautiously. So I want, what do I want? I want transparent, and I want white, and I want transparent, and I want the dark, and then I want transparent again. And then strictly speaking, I don't need either of these transparents, do I? Nope, I don't need either one. Because I just need 3 colors, and so that's 10 pixels, 0, 20 pixels, 0. And then I need to move it down 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the choice that I made to make this 50% is wrong. How about 20% instead? Okay, so now let's make this less tall. Is it 30 pixels tall? There it is. Submit. So I can do that because I'm visualizing exactly the gradient that I want, this little miniature gradient. And yeah, this is a weird way to do it. It implies some interesting usages of mask that could be used to create this shape. And maybe that's fun. This was the fun way that I decided to do it. Did I submit a fun one? Anyway, 7 minutes worth. That's fun. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're making a web page. Go make a web page. Come on, make a web page. And be good to yourself, be good to each other, be careful out there, okay? It's a tricky time here in the USA. But the whole world is also having its own issues. Take care. See you later. Bye.